Hey guys, it's Saga from TechWorks. After having the Moto G5S Plus for over 3 months, I think it is time to review its long-term performance. Moto G5S Plus came out just 6 months after the Moto G5 Plus. G5S Plus came with a bigger screen, all-metal back, dual 13MP cameras, 64GB of storage and 4GB of RAM, improved front-facing camera, and dedicated front-facing flash. All of this came at Rs 15,999. The original Moto G5 Plus with the same amount of RAM and 32GB of storage was being sold at Rs 16,999 at the launch. So G5S Plus at Rs 16,000 definitely looked like a better option. I really like the metal build and the form factor of the G5S Plus. It's a phone with a 5.5-inch display and big bezels at the top and bottom, but it is still comfortable to hold and use with one hand. The 5.5-inch 1080p display looks good and it gets bright enough to be visible in outdoor conditions. The earpiece above the display no longer works as a forward-firing speaker like on the Moto G5 Plus, but the single downward-firing speaker does a good job. One really nice thing about the budget smartphones is that they still retain the 3.5mm audio jack. The fingerprint sensor below the display is very accurate and fast, and I really like that it is still at the front and not at the back, like on most budget smartphones these days. It also acts like a single navigation button. The SIM card tray can hold 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM card and a microSD card. If you live in India, then your main concern may be that does it have VoLTE and JioSIM support? And the answer to this is yes. One of the SIM that I am using is in fact a JioSIM and it is working without any issues. The Snapdragon 625 processor and Adreno 506 GPU combined with the 4GB of RAM keeps the overall performance of this phone very snappy. The RAM management on this phone is not the best that I have seen, but it is not a big issue in overall day-to-day usage. A big part of why this phone runs so smoothly is its operating system. Right now, it is running on almost stock version of Android 7.1.1 with just a few Moto apps installed on top, which we will get to in a minute. We are supposed to get an Android Oreo update on this phone, but we have no indication of when we could expect that to happen. Moto is not the fastest to push out major software updates or even the monthly security patches for that matter. The apps that Motorola installed on top of Android gives you some amazing gesture-based controls. You can just twist the phone to get to the camera app, double tap to turn on the flash, pick up the phone for it to stop ringing, use the fingerprint sensor as one navigation button, which removes the on-screen buttons and gives you more screen real estate to play with. And you also get Moto Display, which shows you notifications in a battery-friendly manner. These features are not specific to the Moto G5S Plus, and that is one of the reasons I like using Motorola smartphones, because you can switch the devices and still have familiar features around. These days, one of the major factors which anyone considers before getting a new smartphone is its camera. And the Moto G5S Plus has got you covered in this department. It takes really good images in daylight and has some cool tricks like adjusting the amount of blur in depth mode while you are clicking the pictures or even after you have clicked them. Low light performance is not the best that I have seen, but considering the price at which it comes in, it is better than most of its competition. If you are considering getting this phone or any other phone in this price range, just keep in mind that you are getting a good camera at this price point. Don't expect to get the best camera performance out there. If that is what you are looking for, you need to spend a lot more money for that. A lot of people are worried about the depth effect not working properly or there being a big lag with the shutter button while taking images. But Moto has been taking care of these issues by pushing out software updates, especially for the camera app, to improve its performance. This is how long the camera took to process the images with depth effect when it was first launched. And this is how fast it is now after all the software updates. The 3000 mAh non-removable battery lasts me for a typical work day. But if I am using it with 4G all day without being connected to Wi-Fi at all, I have to juice it up in the evening. It comes with a 15-watt turbocharger, so just plugging it in for 10 to 15 minutes gives me enough charge for it to last for the remaining night. So with all of this, my overall experience of using the Moto G5S Plus for a bit over 3 months has been really good. It is a very good overall smartphone at its price. But I am not too sure if I would suggest you to go out and buy one right now. It's just because this phone was launched about 4 months back, and in about 2 months or so, we will definitely see the next generation Moto G smartphone. So unless if you really want a smartphone right now, I would suggest you guys to put your purchase decision on hold and see what the G6 Plus has to offer. So that is it for this video guys. If you like this video and want me to make more of these long-term reviews, do let me know in the comment section. And if you decide to get the Moto G5S Plus, I will appreciate if you get it from the link in the description section. It helps the channel out at no extra cost to you. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to the channel for more quality tech videos like this. You can also check out some of the other videos from this channel. This has been Saga and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.